I've heard of NBA young boy, but you NBA dumb boy. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the league.
Celebrities and influencers are reacting to the NBA player Ja Morant, who got caught a second time flashing his gun on Instagram Live.
Incredibly disappointed, disgusted, wondering what the hell is wrong with him. And it really comes down to that. This is a man that is universally recognized in NBA circles as being a highly, highly intelligent individual. This is stupidity.
Yeah, it's okay for you to have a gun. You have you have a right. You have a Second Amendment right to have a gun. But what the do you keep pulling it out menacing for? What is up with all this music you keep listening to? Is this music putting you in a trance, boy? Because this music is about to cost you your fucking career. You're going to be bouncing around with niggas all day long, just listening to music in the backyard of a goddamn shack if you keep on being a jackass.
Now, all I can say is I wish for the best, because the man's trying hard to go play for Turkey or China or Serbia, Montenegro. He's trying hard to get kicked out the NBA. And those guys that's with you, they not your people's job. They don't care. This is a problem we have with our community becoming famous, becoming celebrity. Because the people around you, they like that the girls is watching. They love the lifestyle, but they're not you. They didn't dribble the basketball in the snow on Christmas trying to figure out the Kobe moves or the Jordan moves. They didn't put in the work like you. And guess what? If you get thrown out of the NBA, these are the same guys who are going to say, yo, he wasn't anyway. You know, it is what it is, yo. Nah, these are not your people. Anybody telling you or pointing you in the direction of ignorance, it's not with you.
You's an NBA dumb boy, and your friends ain't your goddamn friends. Cause I done dumb shit before, and you know when I noticed a real friend, they gonna tell you when you wrong, and then they ain't gonna argue with you, but they just not gonna participate and go with you in the. See, a real friend don't keep telling no man over and over and over what's right and what's wrong. You just tell them, and you let them make their own decision. But you don't. I wouldn't be the friend in the car next with you, recording you doing something stupid. That nigga that got that cell phone and knew you got a gun and know you dumb enough to pull it out on camera, he should have never been recording your dumb ass, because you NBA dumb boy. Thank God you can shoot a goddamn basketball, you can jump, because that's about all you can do. Your brain is fucked up.
And so I told you this before. If you got 1% in your brain, you know how you got a bunch of friends and we love the attraction of all our friends. If you got a friend that you think 1% ain't loyal to you and ain't for the better of you, you got to get away from them. Because that hint, that gut feeling, that instinct always turns out to be right. And so, Ja Morant, I don't know if you have another chance.
Because you got $231 million and you trying to be a street nigga? What kind of dumbass shit is that? Them niggas don't think you no street nigga, dumbass boy.
Because the NBA is not rap. It is not hip hop. It is a bunch of little kids all around the world that look up to these guys.
No, he shouldn't be there, man. I grew up in the streets of Los Angeles, in the ghetto. Okay, I grew up around gangs and gun violence. I've been shot before. My sisters have been shot before. That's not it. It just really isn't. You, and I'm not even talking about the money, but you put yourself in a position, because first of all, you're not from the streets. So let's stop that. Let's just stop it. That's why people that are from the streets are kind of ticked off about his behavior, because they would die to be in his shoes. And then he continue to put himself in this position. You don't do nothing but alienate these individuals and make them mad. When you having fun or whatever you're doing, but you out there looking real silly instead of saying, nah, you know what, that's not what I want to do. I just want to play basketball. He's a basketball player, and he needs to really, and there's people around him, they need to really get him to understand, man, you play basketball. You don't want that life right there, that club, guns, alcohol, that's not it. That's not it. You're going to squander $200+ million.
He doesn't feel threatened at all. Like, I'm all for, NBA players carrying. I think they all probably should, especially because you never know. A lot of them have armed security around them sometimes when they're going places. Everybody should conceal carry, in my opinion. I don't have a problem with that at all. The problem is the point of having a gun is for your protection, not to pull it out while you're fucking singing rap music and wave it around like a retarded person. That's who Ja Morant clearly is.
That's where I think the compensation is coming from. Like you said, totally understandable. Somebody wants to have a gun, conceal carry, that's fine. It's your right to do so, and you should. But to show it and flash, like, you haven't learned from your past mistake, why do you keep repeating the same mistake?
Yeah.
He's trying to be a thug.
He's a wannabe gangster.
He's trying to pretend. This is a dude who went to a private school. This is a guy who grew up with a great family, like, atmosphere. He's not a thug. He's not ghetto. He's not gangster. He's trying to be, and he's gonna fuck himself right out of the NBA.
Michael Jordan's mindset was, I'm going to protect the bag. I've got this golden opportunity to create a legacy of massive generational wealth for my family, and I'm not going to blow that for nobody. So when Michael, when they would want to have business meetings with Michael would say, I'll be at the basketball court because I'm protecting the ball and protecting the bag. When they would say, Michael, come to the club, dog, come on, man, come on out to the club with us, man. There's a lot of honeys out there. He said, okay, I might come, but until that time, I'm going to be at the basketball court because I'm protecting the bag. When people would try to get him involved in stuff, come on, man, because Chicago had the dope dealers with the 80-pound gold chains, and everybody wanted to hang out with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the epitome of black power in Chicago. He was the man, winning championships. So everybody wanted to hang out with Michael. Michael didn't do that. Michael said, no, I'm protecting the ball and I'm going to protect the bag. That's the mindset that led him to be worth what, probably $5 billion right now. Michael Jordan is making more money right now than he did when he played basketball. He's almost 60 years old, if he's not 60 already. And he's making more money now than he made when he was young. And I remember his Air Jordans were selling like crazy in 1985. They just made a movie about how his Jordans were selling insanely high in the 80s. So that's a wealth mindset. That comes from Michael having a father who was smart enough to say, son, boy, don't you blow this opportunity. He had a mother that was smart enough to say, come on, son, we got to make good choices. He had people around him that taught him how to take this enormous amount of power, this enormous amount of temptation, this enormous amount of opportunity, and turn that into something that was real and significant and lasting. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody ever explained that to Ja Morant, or if they did, but you know what? Somebody probably did, and he probably did not listen.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. This is the King Lemuel Podcast. Peace.